you want to come and see?
Yeah. A little elbow one here, so it isn't sticking out of the trailer like this.
Look at my face. Do I look impressed?
Can I serve this for you, my dear?
Yes, please. Welcome to Falls Reserve Conservation Area.
We're in the town of Ben Miller, very close to the beautiful town of Goderich.
And the highlight of this park is the Maitland Falls, which is right behind us.
And it's also the swimming area. There's hiking trails and cycling trails and every level of campsite here. You have right from the secluded tent site all the way up to the big RV site that has 50 amp electric, water, and sewage.
Join us as we explore what's inside the park and outside the park.
Falls Reserve Conservation Area is approximately 2.5 hours west of Toronto and 15 minutes southeast of Goderich. This 230-acre park is part of the Maitland Valley Conservation Authority.
Say hi to the camera. Well, it is June the 10th, 2026, and we are on our way to Falls Reserve Conservation Area. This is the first time we've been there. It is near Goderich, Ontario, and we have a beautiful day.
We really don't know what to expect with the park, so you're going to be learning about it as we learn about it. So let's head on there.
Stay tuned.
We're just up here at the peak.
Do you want to come and see?
Yeah.
It showed. Yeah, you're on site 365, so you're just gonna follow the road down and then all the way up and around here, and you're the last campground area in Sycamore there.
Okay.
Just make sure you go straight here because it's all just a one-way.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Have a good one.
You too. Bye. Okay, we got our two old-fashioned numbers to put one. This one's for our post. This one's to go on the dash, and then they give you your little barcode thing to scan in ahead because the gates are down. So if we leave the park and come back, then we use that to get in. So do not lose this.
That's nice. Is that straight? That's a little better. Put a little regulator on here. They've got an adjustable regulator. It's very nice. Mine is just a set regulator. There's no adjustment to it, but it's set at a safe level. I always run a little bit of water through here because it's often brown when it first comes out. Looks good now. Then I put a little elbow one here so it isn't sticking out of the trailer like this, which could like kink it there. When I put it on, it goes like that. So it's good. Okay, had to get all the kinks out of it. So we got good water pressure. We should be good. Look at this, while we're getting set up, we got our own little doggy caretaker. Thanks, Patty.
What? He's peed? He's pooped.
Nice. This is us, campsite number 365 in Sycamore Campground. It's a grass site. It's fairly level from side to side, a little bit of slope to the back. Has a fire pit, no grate on the fire pit. It has water and electric, and the post is only a few feet from the trailer, so you don't need a lot of extension cord or hose. All these sites in Sycamore Campground are very wide open. There's no privacy at all. And for Cheryl, she loves it because she's basically across the road from the comfort station.
Let's check out the park.
This park has 4 campgrounds for a total of 131 sites with water and electric and 39 of the service sites. Maple Campground has 66 sites with water and 30 amp electric service and 4 sites with water and 50 amp electric service. 32 of those sites are seasonal. Cedar Campground has 31 unserviced radio and audio free sites. Sycamore Campground has 61 sites with water and 30 amp electric service. 18 of those sites are seasonal. Secluded Tent Campground has 7 unserviced walk-in sites that are radio free. There are 3 comfort stations with flush toilets and showers. There's a day use area with swimming at the Maitland Falls. There are 6 reservable day use sites and a reservable picnic shelter. There's 1 dump station. There's a sports field and volleyball court. There is 7 kilometers of multi-use trails for hiking and cycling in the form of 8 trails. There's a stocked trout pond for fishing and fishing along the Maitland River.
There are 3 comfort stations in the park, one in Maple Campground, one in Sycamore, and this one behind me in the day use area. The Cedars Campground does not have any sort of washrooms, so they will have to come over with the short walk over to the day use area and use this nice comfort station. This one has 4 accessible showers and a large accessible washroom/shower. So if anybody with disability or wheelchair, come to the day use area comfort station. There are no laundry facilities within the park, but Goderich is just about a 10-minute drive. So if you need to do laundry, you can just go there.
Not a bad dump station here. You got 2 spots side by side. The right one has a non-threaded hose on it. The left one has a threaded hose on it. I'm sure that probably changes quite often because it is just a hose that they attach to it. There's a really good slope down to the dump spot, so if you do make a mess, it's easy for cleanup. Like I said, it's 2 lanes and it's got a fairly long driveway to get in here, so if there is a lineup, it's no problem. It's not blocking anything. There is one fill spot if you need it. You do need to have your own hose. The faucet is threaded. I don't think a lot of people need to fill up here because a lot of the sites have water hookup. And of course, next to the dump station is beach volleyball. Just don't smack the ball too far that way. Might go in a bad spot. And then there's a big play field over here too, probably for soccer or cricket or something like that. There's one more dump spot. It's behind the comfort station in Maple Campground, and it would be for if you have one of those portable totes. So the people here with seasonal sites or even transient sites, they could just wheel their tote over here manually and dump it here.
The fishing pond is stocked with rainbow trout. There's also a large population of largemouth bass. You do need your Ontario fishing license and a daily permit of $12 that can be purchased at the gatehouse. Maitland River has smallmouth bass, catch and release, pike, and catfish. The following is sponsored by the Invasive Species Centre.
Ontario is full of vast wilderness and natural beauty, and we love exploring it by hiking the trails.
But we can unknowingly be putting those natural spaces in jeopardy. Invasive species and forest pests are spreading, threatening forest health and biodiversity by outcompeting native plants and destroying tree canopies. Plants such as the European buckthorn, garlic mustard, lily of the valley, Siberian squill, periwinkle, and more. They can be attaching themselves to your clothing, gear, and pets, and hitching a ride to your next location where they can spread along the next trail.
There are some simple steps you can take to help prevent the spread. Stay on designated trails and keep your pets on a leash.
Before leaving a natural space, brush off your footwear, either by using a boot brush station located at many trails or by using a handheld brush. Also, pick off any debris such as mud, seeds, or burrs from your clothing, gear, and pets.
Learn how to identify invasive plants and forest pests.
And report any suspected sightings to the Invading Species Hotline at 1-800-563-7711 or visit eddmaps.org on a computer or download the EDD Maps app.
So please, let's do our part to help stop the spread of invasive species and forest pests.
Remember, stay on trails, keep your pets on leash, clean your shoes, clothing, gear, and pets, and report any suspected sightings. To learn more about what you can do to prevent the spread of invasive species, please contact the Invasive Species Centre. you'll go by down that one and pick her up at the Washington. Okay, see ya.
Take care. Enjoy your day. See you, Jax. Bye, buddy.
Want to go do some trails?
Sure.
Okay, it looks like all the trails you can do cycling or hiking. Which way would you prefer to do it?
I haven't done enough cycling yet, so let's do that.
Yeah, and then we can do them a lot faster too.
Yeah, we can zip through a bunch.
And then we can still take our time and have the good lookouts and stuff.
Sounds good.
It's a plan. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's check out the... Oh, wait. We already did that. Let's check out some trails.
Ooh, this looks like a big downhill. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is it accurate? Steep slope?
Yes. I highly recommend you walk your bike. No, I enforce you to walk your bike. Otherwise, you're going to go off the cliff or slip down the mountain. The escarpment, whatever it is.
Oh, cool. It's, oh. I'm going to wipe out here. Oh, you got a lot of mud on. We'll brush it off when we're done.
Yeah. Okay, the blue trail is a walk your bike trail.
Yeah, the blue loop. Or it's more of a
Hiking
better
trail.
for a hiking trail, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're learning here.
Yeah.
Okay, continue on.
Onward. Okay, what's behind me?
Oh boy. We had another spot to walk here, and this is on the purple trail. You want to trade bikes? Here.
For a moment, I guess.
You got mine? I got yours.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, here's the tank.
Oh.
So how was that?
Look at my face. Do I look impressed? No, it was not a biking trail whatsoever.
So,
We learned our lesson.
that being said, yeah, there's some parts of it that are okay for biking.
Not much.
No, but then definitely like Deer Run, the purple trail, definitely not a cycling trail. We had to walk a lot of that, and it was tough.
Steep, rocky, rooty, muddy, and pushing a big honking machine like this up and sliding back on the mud.
Yeah.
You know,
The green trail was very nice. That was through the cedars there and through fields.
it's
That
like
was
the
nice.
dog obstacle course through the poles.
Yeah.
With the bike.
Yeah. So probably if I had to do it again, I'd probably hike that stuff because it's not far. And when you're on a bike, you get to every intersection so fast, it's hard to keep track.
There's one section
where
that
you're
was
going.
so overgrown, like you couldn't see the trail much in front, so I had to walk through that because I didn't know if there was big rocks, roots, or whatever.
Yeah, that was during the end of Deer Run.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're better as walkable trails than cycling trails.
Stick to the roads in this park for biking.
Yeah. After that, Jackson and I headed out for a short walk on the Maitland Trail. For cell phone service, Bell, Virgin Mobile, TELUS, and Koodo and their subsidiaries. It varies throughout the campsite. At the fishing pond, we received 5G 1 bar of service. At the Maple Comfort Station, we received 5G 2 bars, and we also got that at the Day Use Comfort Station, so it's doing pretty well. At our campsite, we're getting LTE Plus, but if you go to the Comfort Station, which is like 50, 60 yards away, you get 5G 1 bar. So I guess we're kind of tucked away in a back little corner here. We get less service, and it varies a little more with Rogers, Fido, and Shatter. And at our campsite, get no service at all. 0 service with Rogers. At the fishing pond, 5G 2 bars. At Maple Campground Comfort Station, 5G 2 bars. And at our own comfort station in Sycamore, get 5G 1 bar. Again, it's 50 or 60 meters from our campsite, and our campsite gets 0 service. That's campsite 365. So for most of the park, I'd say you got pretty good service and you could work from it. There might be a couple campsites that you're going to have issues with, like ours, which is tucked into a corner and kind of low down.
What service? What do you got there?
Well, I did used to be a waiter, you know. So we have, it's called a Good Red. Now, in terms of what it is, the owner told me what it was, and it's a mixture of like 6 different types of wine, and I can't remember exactly what it was. And they just named it Good Red.
That's for the indecisive people who can't decide on which kind of wine.
Yeah, he said that describes it perfectly. We got that, and we're having a charcuterie. Can I serve this for you, my dear?
Yes, please.
Okay.
This is like a dry wine.
Yes, it's a dry red.
Thank you.
Would you like to taste it first and see if it's okay?
I would, thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
The good wine is for the good mama. It tastes good. I agree. I
Approve?
approve. That's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
I approve. Continue pouring some more.
Okay. And as you pour it, when you finish off so it doesn't dribble, you always give it a half twist. It's from my waiter days. Oh, and I dripped.
And you dripped.
Okay, those waiter days are about 40 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm. And a half twist.
Oops, with an extra drop.
And then you throw the cap down like that, and I haven't even started drinking.
So a whopping 6 minutes from the park is the second Streetlight Estate Winery. Very nice place. The wine was bang on the good red. That was good wine. It's a mixture of all these different wines, about 6 different wines, and it was really good. And the charcuterie was great as well. So come and check it out.
Tails are wagging, let's go play. Jack's the dog will guide the way. For parks and trails, he's sniffed it through. It's Jack's Paws and Play Review.
Okay, Jax, what should we rate this in doggy paws? There are dog-friendly trails, on-leash dog-friendly trails, and you can go to the falls with your Dijon, so that's a good thing. Things they don't have are a dog exercise area or a dog beach. So how about 5 dog paws for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Well, it's that time again for Cole's Notes, and we are at Falls Reserve Conservation Area from June the 10th to June the 14th of 2026.
And we have beautiful weather all 4 days.
Yeah, it rained through the night a couple times. We had a couple good storms, but
But that's through the night.
Yeah, it was perfectly sunny and nice breeze through the day.
Pretty hot, though.
Yeah, in the 20s, high 20s. Yeah.
And it was so hot I wanted to go swimming, so I went into the Maitland River there, and I thought I'd cool off, and I didn't cool off at all.
It was pretty bathwater-ish.
Yeah, it's pretty warm water because it stays shallow like this deep for so long in the sunshine. It heats up pretty much.
But it's better than nothing.
Yeah, and it was really nice getting out of the water and being all wet and feeling the breeze on me.
Yes.
So that was good.
You and Jax both.
Yeah.
I just waited.
Jax loved it.
What are your thoughts on the park?
Well, similar to Wildwood, as a conservation area, it has a lot of seasonal sites.
Yep, it
The
does.
seasonal sites here appear much more transient.
Yeah, they don't seem as settled as Wildwood.
Yeah, it looks like, and speaking to somebody that was seasonal here, they have to be set up so that they can leave at any time, really. Like if they have a deck, it has to be in 5-foot sections and things like that. So everything here is mobile and easy to move, where at Wildwood, I don't think that was the case at all, because there's some things that are there that look quite permanent.
Quite permanent, yes.
You know, yeah.
But just as like Wildwood, this was a very well-kept, clean park.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very nice park.
All the sites are grass. Well, not all the sites, but in the sites in the campground that we're at is grass and is mowed properly, so that reduces your contact with ticks. Same with the trails. A lot of the trails.
Keep it maintained. They're wide paths for cut grass, so you're not brushing up against tall grass.
Now the Deer Run Trail, that's the one in the woods that we were in.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't trimmed at all.
No, that was...
Jax keeps wrapping himself around the tree right now. I think he's completely stuck. Hey, Jax. Jax. You need to go back around the tree.
Hang on.
Okay. Sorry for that interruption.
Okay, he's
Jax
safe
is back with us.
He's good again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit crazy trying to bike through that. We had to walk our bikes quite a bit.
Yeah.
In that trail. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as the hiking trails go, they're all hiking cycling trails, so you can do either one.
Nice.
It's only 7 kilometers of trails, like 8 trails that total 7 kilometers. So I would think it's probably best as hiking trails rather than cycling.
Yeah, yes, me as well.
When you're cycling, you get through them too fast. Plus, you come up to every intersection so fast, you get confused and lost. Although at every intersection, they do have a map and says, you are here. That's ideal when you're hiking because you stop and look at it. But when you're cycling, you kind of blow past that. So we get lost a few times.
As we do.
But it is well marked.
It's...
And I would say when we did go, it was during the weekday and there wasn't really anybody else on the trail.
There was not a single person.
But,
there was one person.
Yeah, she was walking a dog.
Yeah.
But then on a weekend, if there's people on the trails, I think it would probably be dangerous if you're cycling those trails because there's so many.
You can't see like 2 feet in front of you. It's like, oh, whoa, hello.
Yeah.
So
I think they're mostly hiking trails.
Anyway, yes. Carry on. Anyway, I gotta say, I really appreciate the comfort stations here. They are old, but they have modern upgrades. The showers are great. They've got doors on them. I love how the drains slope down, like what physics teaches you. Water goes down the drain, not on a flat surface where pools and you're walking in, slopping all over the place. And they've got, the rubber mats that you step out on when you come out of the shower. And it's not a total mess. And they're kept clean. Yeah, they're good. 2 thumbs up.
I'm still blown away that you just talked about physics. Did you take physics in school?
Apparently I did because I just said it. So I guess it did get me somewhere.
Okay.
I didn't do a little review because there's only one porta-john located by the fishing pond. Perfect spot for that because there's nothing around there to go. So, and it was just your basic porta-john, but hey.
Yeah, and that's a parking lot where a lot of people go to do their fishing, so it makes sense to put a porta-john there.
Yeah, so thank you for putting that there.
But throughout the parks, there are no other porta-johns or vault toilets or anything.
No, just the 3 comfort stations.
And they're ideally situated, so there is no need for anything else.
Like right in the center because everything loops around them, so. Oh, yeah, the fire pits, you're going to have a mix of no grates or with grates. So it'll kind of be a surprise when you get to your site. We don't really know.
I think all of them here in Sycamore are without a grate. We saw some of them with a grate in Maple Campground.
And some didn't.
And some didn't. So I think the majority don't have a grate.
So if you really plan on cooking over the fire, bring your own grate. Yeah.
So for what the park doesn't have now, there's no store, there's no visitor center, there's no beach, there's no canoeing or kayaking.
Or rentals.
Yeah, no rentals, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah, so it's missing a lot of stuff that we like and that we like to do.
I think that's kind of typical for conservation. Well, not everything, but, they're pretty minimal.
Right. The big thing for me is the lack of a place to canoe and kayak.
It's more of a day use area.
Yeah. To me, this park seems like it's ideal for somebody who they just want to get together with family or friends and hang out and have a good time.
Yes, it's perfect for that.
From looking around, that's what it looks like. You don't see a lot of single people. It is a bunch of groups.
Yes,
so 3 or 4 groups together, camping together.
And nobody has kayaks or paddle boards anywhere around here.
So it seems ideal for that. It's not real wilderness camping or anything.
No, it's just a nice getaway with your friends and family.
And so there is no beach area, but there is an area, the falls. The falls are beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a cool place to go.
Right. And originally I was thinking, but there's no place to sit there. But then I realized, and that's when we did all the footage of the park, of the campgrounds and of the falls and everything, most of that was done on the Thursday. So it's during a weekday and it was very quiet. It's the weekend now and it's very busy.
It's busy. Yeah.
There's most sites are full. It's busy at the falls, and at the falls now. Excuse me, at the falls now, when you look at it, you can see there's people sitting in their chairs in the shallow water.
Yeah, and just on the shale, on the rock.
Yeah, and I never thought of that. Going, yeah, actually, you can do that. We talked to some other people, and they said often the water is lower than that too, so there is no water there, and a lot of people hang out on that rock area.
Mind you have to carry everything down a good set of stairs.
Yeah, a good steep set of stairs.
So.
But yeah, but you can hang out there. Like I said, the water is really warm.
In addition to that, wear water shoes.
Yes.
Bring your water shoes. Yeah.
Now walking through that water on the rocks, it's not really slippery. It's not too slippery at all.
Yeah, I was surprised.
But you still want water shoes.
Yeah, you're gonna have like stubbing toes left and right and lose your your thing's gonna float away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the dogs, there's nothing here for the dogs.
No.
They can go on the trails, but there's no pet exercise area anywhere. There's no, the only real water access is over by the falls.
Yeah,
And
which was fine.
Yeah, you do definitely need to keep your dog on a leash.
Or they'll float away with your shoe.
Yeah, at some parks, they say, you know, you can have the dog off leash when they're in the water.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that here.
No.
Because I was in the water with Jax, and he was shooting down the stream, and I was kind of holding him by the leash to keep him back. So we didn't want to lose the dog going down the river. So as far as a rating for this park, again, we're comparing it to provincial parks.
Yeah, like it's a really great, well-maintained park, and I love the comfort stations. They're really well done. Oh yeah, and then the one in the Deus area is totally accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But just for the activities, the level of activities and our dog and everything, I think I'm looking at maybe 5.5.
Yeah, I was thinking a 5 or a 5.5. I'd say it's a little bit less than Wildwood and Rockwood and places like that that have more fun things to do. Mm-hmm. But still.
No, this is still a nice park to come to. Yeah.
Oh, so let's give it. It is a 5.5. Okay.
And we are off to Port Burwell next. It's been a while. Our last review was a little bit because of the weather and the conditions we were. So time for go back and do an upgrade.
We're hoping for some good weather this time.
So
okay.
So hopefully Mother Nature is on our side this time.
Join us for that one. We'll see you then. Happy camping.
See ya. So a whopping 6 minutes away from the park is the second Streetlight State. No. Is this, what is it?
Second Streetlight Estate Winery.
So a whopping 6 minutes from the park is the
second Streetlight. Maybe we should have done this before we had the wine.
So a whopping 6 minutes from the park is the second Streetlight Estate Winery. Very nice place.